Welcome to Next Generation's First Generation, where Patrick Delmore and Sascha Schaudies take a look back into their favorite childhood show, Star Trek The Next Generation. This is where we attempt to reconcile how we felt as children watching the show and looking back as old farts now in our late 30s, almost 40s. We're in the middle of the 1988 production break of TNG, so in the meantime, we'll be providing commentary for films released during that time which were near and dear to our hearts. Season 2 episodes will return November 21st, 2018, so until then, please enjoy Shore Leave with us. Hey Alex, just start chit-chatting with you.
Huh?
Yeah, tell me about your puppy.
Your puppy? I don't have a puppy.
Why not? Why don't you have a puppy?
Because my apartment complex doesn't want pets screwing everything up, and also, I don't want children because I don't want to clean up after their crap and deal with loud noises. I don't need a pet.
Oh man,
my dad's trying to get rid of his cat.
Huh.
Oh,
Don't let the Wookiees get wind of that, because they'll take that cat up in a second.
Will they?
Bryant, if you're listening to this, there's a cat available.
It's a male cat, but it's a great cat.
He delivers the mail.
That would be awesome.
Oh,
male cat.
Yeah.
They've also got a cat
That's how you can
shelter
tell when you
called
see a little
Paws
airplane.
by my
I
house.
know.
The little balls.
It would
I like
not
window
be.
shop.
He got it from a friend, so it would not be acceptable for him to give it back to a shelter. She would be very upset.
Okay, so we're actually recording right now.
Awesome.
So where are we? What are we doing? This is our Shore Leave
This is
series?
Shore Leave.
Wonderful. I love Shore Leave.
Yep. This is what happens when Star Trek The Next Generation goes off the air from the month of May all the way to the month of November. So we are watching some movies from 30 years ago, 1988. And this is our first official recording that we know we are making to be heard on the Two True Freaks Internet Radio Network.
Yay!
I want to give a big thank you to Chris Honeywell and Scott Gardner for letting us do this, where we will be talking about their show, Star Trek Monthly Mondays. Not that we weren't already doing that, but now we can do it a little bit more. They are the hosts They are the creators of the network and the host of that awesome show, as well as many, many, many others. Whatever you're into as a nerd or a geek, you will find stuff on it there. But today we are watching the film Big from 1988.
Isn't that what's-his-face movie? You know, the actor with the face and the curly hair? What's
Curly
his name?
hair. Tom Hanks?
Yeah, that's right. He's got curly hair. In this picture, he looks very charming.
Well,
with the curly hair over his forehead.
You just heard Jem in the background, and we also have brought Alex back for this one.
Hi.
Hey, Alex.
And this is an interesting division here where the guys have seen the movie before. I think you've seen this, Sasha.
Yeah, I remember seeing it as a child. I thought it was pretty cool. I remember a lonely kid getting a wish of being an adult, and he has a lot of fun, and something about a piano, but then he wants to go back and hang out like with his girlfriend from when he was a kid, but he doesn't want it to look weird, so he wants to be a kid. I don't know, it's kind of there in the memory.
But our female half of this show have not seen this movie. Neither Alex nor Jen have watched this before.
What?
Yeah. No, I know the premise.
You know the premise.
I remember seeing previews as a kid because it's the FAO Schwartz foot piano.
Yeah, and you played on one of those, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
I don't know for our listeners or the people here on the panel. I moved to the Seattle area in 1992 when I was 12 years old, going on 13, and we had a big fancy pants FAO Schwartz store in downtown Seattle.
Yes.
And what did they have? They had a big keyboard, and I cannot even begin to guess how much they hate Heart and Soul in that store.
Oh.
But they had it for a really long time.
Yeah.
I think it's a Planet Hollywood now, but...
So shall we give a countdown for the movie?
Yes, so because this is a watch-along format, I want you to queue up your favorite device, and on when I reach number 1, you are going to push play. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing play on the DVD.
20th Century Fox Home Entertainment logo.
Look at that.
Coming up right now.
It's beautimous.
I like the one with Ralph Wiggum going da-da-da-da!
Yeah.
Wow, it's all grainy and filmy. Yeah, they used to use film back in the day.
Film? What's film?
On this TV, instead of the 2 bars, this has the 4 bars.
What?
It's a video game! You're standing in the cavern of the evil wizard. All around you are, what?
The carcasses of slain ice dwarves.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Get ye flask. You can't get ye flask.
This is so Commodore 64 right here.
Melt Wizard, how is this not spinach green, though?
Do they even have purple?
No, they had purple. I had a computer that had purple. It was a Tandy computer. It was purple.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Look at you think that's a 486? Look, it's got the key lock in there.
I think Dad's was DOS. That's why this doesn't look familiar. There's like no room between DOS and I was playing Oregon Trail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Thou art dead.
I take that back because there was that one room that everybody went to at grade school and practiced how to type the same sentence over and over and over again. If you did it right, you got a cookie.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Oh,
Other
geez.
than that, they didn't let you touch them at all because they were super expensive.
I didn't even get a cookie. It was just a cat that would smile if you did it right and frown if you did it wrong.
Such a
It's
messy
the
thing.
pause system.
Well, they
What's
probably
what's
wouldn't.
the name of this little kid that's right here coming up on the bicycle?
The actor's
actor?
name?
The actor, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he did a whole lot after this.
Would it be Robert Loggia?
No.
That was
Robert Loggia's is going to be the boss later on.
A lot of people don't transition from being
So,
kid actors
this is-
to being adult actors.
This is David Moscow playing young Josh here. Oh, we know him.
I was gonna say,
He
that
was
guy
in,
looks familiar.
He was in another
redhead.
film. His name's Scott. No. John Lovitz is in this. Wow.
What a good movie for next gen, first gen. Just going back to, just even that computer is like, wow, I remember those computers. And
Right.
nobody's on their cell phone, and
Well, if they did,
Just
it'd be
2
like this big and it'd be giving them cancer.
yeah.
2 13-year-olds talking about sex. Perfect.
You know what? We should watch Milk Money after this. Ew.
So David Moscow here has actually been in a lot. He was in I'll Be Home for Christmas. He was the wizard in the movie called The Wizard of Loneliness.
Aw.
That was the previous film, so big is what he's in now. Living Dolls, Newsies. We know Newsies.
Yes.
Yep.
I haven't seen most of those.
Gosh, that redhead looks so familiar.
She likes you. I know she likes you. I'll find out.
Well, it looks like a little Emilio Estevez. I mean,
Kind of, yeah.
He grew up to be an executive producer of a straight-to-DVD movie called The End of America.
Oh dear.
That is awesome.
That sounds like an Estes Perkle movie.
Right?
I do like this chant that they're doing.
Okay, if they're real kind of adolescent boys, you would have stuck that stick right in the spots.
Well, they're painting the ideal childhood in the 80s.
So, you tell me?
Also, way too old to be wearing
No,
those
when I was a
pajamas.
kid, I didn't know anybody who really did this. Did you?
No. They're,
What,
next,
walkie-talkies?
they're next door to each other.
We were too poor to have walkie-talkies.
So they're not shouting out their window. I do.
I so knew. I did this as a kid, but with like cheapo walkie-talkies.
I think those are cheapos too, but you said you did this.
Yeah, I totally
Look.
talked on walkie-talkies with Renee.
Good night, Billy. I gotta go.
Mother's nightgown there is looking very,
I do a lot of people's
Very-
moms that wear a nightgown like that.
Yeah.
very
Oh.
senior citizen.
My mom still has a nightgown like that.
My favorite ride right there.
Ferris wheel? Oh no,
Oh, the
the
twisty
squirrel
Ferris
wheel.
cages.
My mom had that kind
And then, and there's the
but-
barf machine where it would spin you around. Oh, fond memories of going to the Puyallup Fair with my first girlfriend ever.
And,
Holy smokes.
Silverwood.
Silverwood.
We're gonna go back.
It's super bizarre. Like, I did not remember the kid having a dad in this movie, but here's your Star Trek The Next Generation connection. He was a helmsman in the first season.
Yes.
I didn't see him. The young guy holding the kid.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Those
Point it
are
out to
fun.
me later.
The super.
Right there, Brian.
So he was a helmsman, huh?
Yeah.
I
Look
even
at that 80s hair on fleek.
I was like, that is some serious 80s hair.
Well, it's 88, so we're comfortable in how awesome things are.
Yes.
We're just starting to see the introduction of the 90s neons.
Side ponytail, by the way, for anybody who's just listening and not watching.
We could start cross-referencing some Degrassi Junior High right about now.
Now this is what launched Mercedes Rule, who plays his mom in this. She is the mother of like every like Gen X and millennial that you see for years after this.
Huh. Okay, I didn't see her. I looked away.
Talk to
so I
her,
have
man.
look.
He doesn't know what to do. He's like, okay, don't look at
Oh
the
my
camera.
gosh, he's just so much taller than he is.
Yeah.
Have you been on this before?
Well, I think
Yeah.
in the film, she's like a grade or two older.
Yeah.
Ah.
So he's the older girls.
Oh, junior high. So
Yeah.
awkward. With with heights.
Yes. Look, aren't those your parents?
Well, so what? It's the county fucking fair.
Oh no!
Oh, you're right. Is that who you're talking
Yeah,
about?
Mercedes Rule.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah, she is
Everybody's-
everybody's parent.
Yeah.
He drives.
Oh, God.
Ooh, he has a
She's
car.
What a scumbag! It's like, I'm finally 16. I can take underage girls that are younger than me out on dates.
Ew.
So he just got kicked out because he's not tall enough.
Also,
Foghorn Leghorn says he's not tall enough.
yeah, bootleg.
That's not Foghorn.
Stupid rule.
Yeah, it is.
Put lollipops on your shoes. That's what Bart Simpson used
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, and he nearly fell out.
Now, that woman can't go on. She's shorter than
Yeah.
the.
Oh,
yeah.
Plot hole.
Where did they film this? This is great.
In New York somewhere.
Oh, New York.
Probably not Coney Island. I'm
The other
guessing.
side of the country.
I want to go there so bad and see the mermaid parade.
Coney Island?
That one's fun too.
What's that one?
Yeah.
It's just another. It goes around and up and down.
I think they call it the Matterhorn up there.
And there it is. The Zoltar machine.
Very lonely.
Not what I was expecting.
You
for a
will
second.
you will find these scattered throughout the
Oh, yeah.
country that
Yes.
were.
There's one in Pike Place
They
Market.
freak me out so much.
Well, they were brought back because of this film, or I think maybe this film created
No.
this specific one, but they had other. This is where I should have done my research before the movie.
Were they losing money, or did they think they were racially insensitive?
Probably just lack of interest, probably.
So put in his quarter.
Ah.
I thought this was kind of weird. I remember watching this as a kid and like, he's eating air. That doesn't make sense.
So creepy looking.
And
Great.
also strangely pornographic.
Great music. Howard Shore is the.
Nice.
That blow-up doll mouth.
Put a potato in my mouth.
Oh. Is that one? I thought it was a fortune teller, because I feel like the ones that I've seen that are like this,
Yeah.
they come to life and they tell you your
Yeah.
fortune.
Here we go.
Like, make a noise or something.
He wishes he was big.
Oh, so you
Hey.
make a wish on. I gotcha. I thought it was like those games at the arcade that you would try to shoot quarters into, like trucks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about the card. That's kind of cool.
Ooh, your wish is granted.
Ooh, spooky. The wind there, blowing in his hair.
What?
Not
Oh my
plugged
God.
in.
I wonder what would happen if I did
What?
plug it in.
Okay, yeah, that is slightly pornographic.
Yeah, really.
Especially with it right in front of his mouth.
I don't think I've ever seen an arcade bank at a fair, have you?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, they used to have one at the Fun for. Well, no, I guess that wasn't a fair.
I
I was
worked
going to
there.
say the Fun Forest Complex.
By the way, God, I'm glad it went out of business. They had terrible bathrooms. They let anybody in there and it'd be all over the walls.
Yeah, that's right. The Fun Forest
So
did
why
have
is this kid awake?
Oh my gosh, it's a Miss Pillow thing.
Yeah.
What are they called? Pillow buddies or something?
Okay, the baby needs to be in the living room. He's adolescent and it makes so much fucking noise.
That's the joy.
I can't tell what's on his sheets.
I had bunk beds with my brother in grade school, but he shut the fuck up.
Did he just spray the dog?
Mace?
He maced the dog.
What an asshole.
Now I want to
Folding
say
underwear.
we don't see the dad anymore in this movie at all, and it made me, when I watched this again this last weekend, I was like, I didn't remember that he had a dad in it. I thought it was a single mom.
Yeah.
He's just a shitty dad.
Oh, I forgot to mention we have a special guest, Seattle Fire Department. So every now and you'll hear them.
Oh,
Hey, he shaved his legs for this.
There are legs on the
Yeah.
top bunk.
It's Tom
Is
Hanks.
there anybody on the bottom bunk?
No.
He just
This
owns
is
a bunk bed all to
Fisherman
himself?
button
Yep.
and shit.
Lucky kid.
Yep.
I had a bunk bed with only one bed on it, so it was the upper bunk.
See, I
And
love
down
those.
below was
'cause
like
then-
a play area.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you could put something underneath, like an office or in a play area or something.
Oh.
Well, hello, Tom
Whoa.
Hanks.
What?
Why am I 40?
I'm in a movie. Wait, where's the camera? Is it back here? No. Oh, it's behind. No, it's not behind me.
So it's really awkward, as Pat was mentioning. Tom Hanks here is younger than
Oh, you're gonna go to
most of
jail.
us currently are, and that's really odd.
That hurts me.
It really hurts me.
I remember thinking he was like, wow, that's an adult right there, and nope. It's a good scene. He's a really good looking guy.
He is. I would agree with that. Chest hair.
It's a treasure trail. Where does it lead?
Whoa!
Ding, 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 ding.
Got some clean clothes. Bring down your dungarees and stuff for the laundry, okay?
Would you really check out your crotch if you just all of a sudden went from 12 to 32? Really?
Yes.
Well, I'd have to pee eventually.
Well, yeah, but would you be curious, like, right off the bat?
Yes.
You know?
Yes,
Huh.
yes, you would. Yes, it could.
I'm surprised he didn't just Hulk out.
Oh,
of
he's
them.
got some tiny waves
Those are
going on.
way too small. Or they should be.
Grabs his wallet and the card. Grab some of your dad's clothes down
There
the
you
hall.
go.
Be right there!
Okay.
Nope, that's not happening. Wait, then how's his underwear fitting?
I
You
know
know,
it's
but he
the
slept
in it. How tight
FCC.
that
He
is?
slept in it.
Oh, so he stretched it out?
Yeah.
Dumb parents. I love it.
Ow,
Oh.
shit.
That's really psychedelic wallpaper right there.
Just a bit, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's like they have a place for the baby
Give
to
the wallet
sleep
to
in
the
the
baby.
parents' room.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Bring down Rachel with you, alright?
Oh, damn it.
What? Pretend like I'm the Unabomber.
Yeah.
You're on it.
This is pre-Unabomber.
Oh.
He was probably watching this, getting ideas.
No, he wasn't.
No.
Either she's not
He
gonna
did
pay
not-
attention,
He did
or...
not watch a whole lot of TV.
Yeah.
There he goes. Stealing a bike. That's pulling a bush.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some good kid-like moves on that bike there.
Hey, it's the opening scene to La La Land.
I was gonna say this feels like Pacific Northwest, right?
It
really
does.
Goodies never say die!
Oh, goody.
Wait, where's Cyndi Lauper?
Already came out in like '86.
That is very, very Pacific Northwest. That could be like Camino Island State Park right there.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
So-
of Pacific Northwest, there's a series
Brooklyn.
on Freeform called Sirens that I really want to everybody to see.
I've heard about that, yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, they just went to the festival the night before. The site of the festival?
Yep.
Yeah, they have all of the
Is
garbage
that the
from the
Brooklyn
festival
Bridge?
there.
I don't believe it is, no.
Not Golden Gate.
No.
No, this is supposed to be New York.
Is that the job?
Oh, I hope they're not in Jersey.
Hello, may I help you?
Right.
Sorry.
Did you not have the rape talk already?
Probably not. I never had a rape talk when I was a kid.
I'm sorry, everybody needs to
coming
learn
back
about
in.
consent. In Stranger Danger, it'll love a shit like that.
Is this a realistic reaction here? Now
Yes.
that we're adults.
Yes.
No.
I think so.
Is what a realistic scene?
Her being freaked out that this strange man wandered into the house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, now it is. Nobody
There we
needs
go.
to see that.
Her baby daughter is upstairs. She is just in Mama Bear mode.
Good for her.
Probably instead of wiping your feet, you should have gone back and knocked.
Here's where it dates this. He's just able to get into his school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, and I don't know that they do shirts versus skins anymore.
Did they do?
Look at that. This is great. The blue pads on the wall and the radiators. Oh.
Yeah. Back in the day, did they do the alert where you lock yourself in your classroom and black out all the windows?
No.
Billy. I gotta find out Billy's name. The actor's name.
Yeah, that's gonna bother me because he
I
looks
know
so
him from
familiar.
somewhere. I think he's in Goonies. Billy Kopic. Kopecki.
Bad
Jared
touch.
Rushton.
Bad
is
touch.
in it.
What is it?
Jared Rushton. Born March 3rd, 1974.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, wait a minute. We could have been in this movie, man.
Yeah.
Oh, not paying attention.
I was 6. Probably 5 when they filmed it.
Wait, did they film it in Seattle?
No.
Oh.
He's on ER. Family Matters.
Maybe that's where I know him from, Family Matters.
He's only had one episode.
Oh god.
This one thing that was weird is that I remember in the 80s, a lot of people knew songs from the 50s and 60s, and I thought, that's unusually dated. Why aren't we singing, like, Michael Jackson songs?
No, this isn't like a 50s song. This is like a schoolyard chant. This is like their best friend song.
Also, that song right there, they used for the, what's the word? The bridge in a rap song in the 90s.
He was in Pet Sematary too! And A Cry in the Wild, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Maybe that's where I know the
Yup.
Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
That's where we know him.
I need to see Pets.
And he was on
Sematary, too.
Overboard too.
But I feel like he's
He
been in a
remade
show
Overboard.
that I watched.
And he was in Murder, She Wrote, Roseanne,
Roseanne.
yeah, Camp Wilder,
Camp Wilder. I haven't thought about that movie in forever.
Life Goes On.
Oh.
He didn't play Tyler on Life Goes On.
I was gonna say, was he that dude in Life Goes On?
What's the name of the character he played on Life Goes On?
Ziggy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler was Becca's boyfriend.
Right. Gosh, I haven't watched Life Goes On in forever.
So again, a boy and a man on a bus.
Not at all unusual because everybody just thinks he's his dad.
Oh,
And
okay.
they have a close enough relationship that that's all it looks like.
There you go.
This is why this movie still works, is it's like the sketch factor does not exist in this movie.
Maybe it was the Manhattan Bridge.
Wait, a cleaned up Times Square?
Oh, are we gonna see Twin
No,
Towers?
not at all.
Is
Not
this
at all.
before or after
This is before they cleaned it up.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no.
way before they came out.
Before Rudy Giuliani kicked out all the homeless people.
See, there's nothing wrong with someone responding to internal stimuli. That kind of pisses me off. That the guy's just walking by being sketchy. Sorry, I work in behavioral health, folks.
You looking for some fun tonight, sweet thing?
This reminds me of the scene in the other movie we reviewed a few months ago.
Oh, yeah. Adventures of Babysitting.
Yeah, where all the kids were walking by the prostitutes and
Yeah.
they were doing the same thing. I love these old buildings. And that meat grinder fan in the back.
Mesh shirts.
Hi.
Hi.
I failed my interview on Top Gun, so they gave me this film.
$17.50 a night for the room, $10 deposit for the sheets.
That is an excellent praise.
Wait, I've never heard of paying a deposit on linens before.
Well, why do you think they do
At
that?
the hostel
Sasha?
in
The
Hawaii.
first door on the right.
Either bed bugs or people were shitting.
It's a
Gross.
hotel people go to have sex at.
Well, that too. No, I'm just remembering all those awful stories from This Is Not Happening. You
I
get
think-
too drunk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff happens.
I think it's kind of funny how Billy here is acting more like the adult than.
Well, yeah, he was the alpha in the friend group.
Oh, okay.
Eh,
So I never caught the main characters. Like, what's
Josh.
Tom's name? Josh.
His name is
Okay.
Josh.
Okay? Just one night. Alright?
He's a good friend.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna go back on a bus by
Yeah.
himself.
Right.
See you in the morning.
Well, like what time?
8:30.
Did you catch that line where Tom Hanks said, "I don't think I'll be able to sleep," and his friend goes, "It's probably better that you don't."
Oh! I heard his response,
Yeah.
but I didn't hear the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry.
207.
Yeah, maybe push the bookcase or something in front of it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Everything would be bolted down.
Chain.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's what Billy told him to do. Make sure you had a chain in the bed.
Ugh,
What a day, huh?
I'd sleep in the bathtub.
Where do you get all that money to rent the room? I missed that.
It was $19.
You know, that almost looks like Officer Rabbit's.
Yes,
room.
it does just a bit.
Oh,
That's us every
Pretty much.
night. Every now and then we hear weird noises at the night, like gunshots or
Oh,
cars,
goody. Yeah. Well,
cars spinning out.
in this building too.
Oh yeah, tell them about the best house next door.
Yeah. There's
A
that.
man yelling in a foreign language. That's terrifying.
in Spanish.
How funny would it have been if it was Esperanto?
Or there were subtitles and it was just something completely normal and the guy was hard of hearing. I'm watching The Young and the Restless!
Yeah.
I want cheese on that pizza!
Hey, look!
There we go.
There you go.
This is a more realistic
Yeah.
response.
Yeah.
This is the response I kind of expected
curled
when
up.
his mom chased him out with the
Yeah.
knife.
Just curled up and crying.
So this is what happens when you have no resources and you're a vulnerable adult.
So, was this the movie that kind of put Tom Hanks on the map?
No, that was
No.
Splash.
Okay.
Didn't he also do another
like
movie
Splash.
around this time where he fell in love with a mermaid?
That's Splash, yeah.
Oh, Splash? Oh,
Yeah.
I just did.
They were talking about remaking it, but I don't think they need to. Especially because they probably fuck it up by making it CGI.
Yeah.
They'll have it.
Can I help you? Yes. We would like you to listen.
So this is the world before the internet. They need to find where the Zoltar machine is to fix the situation, which means they have to go to the Department of Public Records and see where those machines are.
If it was right now, Zoltar would probably have like a Twitter.
Yeah. Zoltar probably does have a Twitter.
1 month process. You get it in 6 weeks.
Hashtag Zoltar.
Yeah. Your wish is granted.
6 weeks.
Sometimes longer.
She don't look like broadband to me.
Yeah.
Fill this out in triplicate.
So in triplicate, Stephen King and Stephen Colbert turned into the one person.
We don't have things in triplicate anymore. We need to bring back triplicate.
No, NCR forms are terrible.
Carbon
Now
copy.
what?
I was using those in my last job a few years ago.
I'll tell them I made the basketball team.
What have nothing to
You
do?
get a job.
You can't get a job.
What? You can't be eating till for school.
I wonder if they had to bring in a choreographer to do that
I'm
scene.
not a delivery
I
man.
don't know how to drive.
Yeah, right.
Nobody drives in New York.
Cardiological technician, civil engineer.
They go through newspaper?
Yeah, they're looking for.
That's great!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 80s.
How else would
This-
you find the job
Ah,
posting?
you asshole.
Gross.
All these people leaving because Tom Hanks
Collection
is
agent
gross.
company.
Now he probably can't sit at a lunch counter like, oh my god, get him an ice cream sundae, make that noise. I loved that movie when I was a
Just
kid.
read it.
That'd be really hilarious if that was the only thing he was known for in 20 years from now.
Wait, Jack.
Macmillan's voice, may I help you?
Obviously, the application.
Yeah. Just
Oh, yeah, that's right. He becomes a protege.
Yeah, he's going to work at the toy company.
Your paper route.
Okay, I can put that.
You wrote circulation?
Yeah.
yes, hold on.
What's he got?
Why are they filling it out with a
We're getting
pencil?
sucked into the movie in the weirdest of all scenes, the sitting quietly in the lobby and filling out applications.
You go to jail.
For what?
Yeah, we are getting
Lying
sucked
about
into the
your
film.
social security number.
Mr. Baskin?
Only if they
That's
find
you.
only if they find out. And again, 1988. How would they find? I mean, again, he thinks he's going to turn back into an adult pretty soon. So until they hear back from the IRS or whoever's doing the paperwork, he's fine.
Sure, Dad.
It's actually a really great interview outfit. It's relatively tame for other suits that were back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Where did he get that suit?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, I hate this guy.
Which is more than I could say for ladies' suits, because they're all
Stop
about...
clicking the pen.
Oh, you're going to
Shoulder
see
pads.
some great ladies suits in a minute.
Ooh, yeah, power suits with
Yeah.
big shoulder pads.
And the horrible eye makeup and
Yeah.
that giant hair.
Like severe everything.
Ugh,
Says here you've got 4 years experience.
I forget which comedian
Yes.
this was,
Oh,
but she was
okay.
like, you ever see those chicks in magazines? They got the big hair and the big nails and the big angry boobs. They just look like birds of prey.
Oh, George Washington. OGW. My brother-in-law got his doctorate there.
Okay.
What? George Washington?
Sledge? Yes.
Every morning.
Every morning.
That's great.
Also, how would you pass an interview without, legitimate references? They call at least.
Excuse me. I'm not getting any of my mail. Nothing has
Those
been
are
filed.
great
Ever
shoulder
since she
pad
got engaged,
suits. I
my
like
life
that.
has been a disaster.
It's this idea that like the more she looks like a triangle, the more people will take her seriously.
Mrs. Judy.
Well, and I think it's also just trying to
Mrs. Judy
model
Nicholson.
masculinity
Sometimes with a hyphen,
and,
sometimes
you
without
know,
a hyphen.
looking like you're more in
Sometimes
charge.
she
And
spells
so
the hyphen.
you're trying to look bigger.
She could be on that planet where they filmed Angel 1 in Star Trek.
Yeah, she could.
Oh,
Where they had the matriarchal society with hostile, strong women.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
hate processing that crap for work. I work in a dry cleaning company. All of the shoulder pads come off, so you have to pin them. And all of them come with really shitty belts that haven't aged well, so they're like cracking and splintering.
I had no idea. Look at all those folders.
Well, just
I never understood why they named a country after a folder.
well, that's pretty straightforward.
Manila folder.
Yeah.
Or a city,
City,
not a
yeah.
country. Oh, that's terrible. So he got the job. So he just kind of goofused his
Look
way
at this
through an
good-
interview?
No, they had to fire the woman that was previously doing it because she was getting married. It was going to probably quit anyway, and all she would do was talk about how she was getting married.
Wow, that is really
Sexist.
Yeah.
dated.
Yeah.
So now he's transcribing
For a
on.
box.
Jeez.
And again, they have to call to, get references and stuff. He has nobody to call.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Lovitz.
Yes.
Wow.
He needs to do more
He's
voice
so
acting.
young.
Huh?
Slowly.
John Lovitz, he's
The
so
critic.
young there.
Yeah. I was gonna say he
was-
looks relatively the same.
Still on Saturday Night Live at this point too.
Was he big then?
No, he
No.
was on Saturday. He was one of the longest running people on Saturday Night Live.
So like he was not a super known.
he
actor
was
back then.
a guy from TV.
Yeah.
See that girl over there in the red? Say hi to her and she's yours.
That's terrible.
She'll wrap her legs around you so tight you'll be begging.
This
He's
was
so
never
fly.
flying
I
right
love
now.
his response to this.
Well, I'll stay away from her then.
Yeah. I love this guy. You're not into ladies? Well,
That's almost
Sorry.
even like, you know,
Also,
like
it's the
a
80s.
1988 answer versus
Yeah.
like a modern answer. Modern answer, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from her then. And then in the 80s, they'd probably be like, yeah, okay, well, I'll see that one.
Two actors who have passed away now, John Hurt and Robert Loggia.
John Hurt is the guy in the bald there.
No, that's Robert Loggia.
That's Robert Loggia.
John
Okay.
Hurt's the guy lifting him up. He just died last year.
Right.
Knocked at his ass once in a while. It's good for him.
I don't know, sir.
Oh no! Don't
Don't.
do it. Fix it. Fix it. Just say fix it.
Yeah.
You'll get more respect that way.
You got a little.
I was
Yeah.
going to the Xerox room because I needed these by 5 o'clock. Oh, that's good. Nothing wrong with a little hustle. Nothing at all.
Totally unrealistic office conversation.
Yeah. Well, it's a movie. It's a silly movie.
Made for kids, I think.
I mean, I definitely saw it when I was a kid. I was younger than Billy and Josh were, for sure.
And that line from Good Burger would have worked. It was
Yeah, it
Abe
would've.
Here he is
Vigoda. I
calling-
think I broke my
He's
ass.
calling his mother, pretending to be one of the people that kidnapped her kid. That's the
Oh,
only
for
way you can
God's
talk
sake.
to her.
Oh, is this how he's gonna fund his adult life? He's gonna
Yes?
hold himself hostage?
No, he's being paid at this toy company.
I just wanted you to know that Josh is
This is gonna be a terrifying conversation for her.
You have my
Oh yeah.
and you're going to get him back just the way he
You-
was.
Look, I swear to God.
Just the way he was. That's it.
If you touch one hair on his head, I will spend the rest of my life.
Man, caller ID is such a cool thing.
Yeah, and they would have had it at that point too if they thought the kidnappers were going to get in touch.
Oh,
They
you
could
couldn't
do.
do it.
They could do that back then.
Well, that was like a big operation
Well, I
back
didn't
in the
do
time,
anything. I think he's a
back in the day,
perfect
right?
Yeah, but you saw when Billy went back to his house that it was swarming with cops.
Ask me
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
that only he would
What was
know.
I doing?
I'll ask him.
Oh, sitting here with us, I think.
I think so. Maybe I was drinking some coffee or something.
Anybody getting Stranger Things vibes from the mom there?
There's something else.
Winona Ryder?
Ask him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Stranger Things, Winona Ryder? The
Yeah.
mom?
Yep.
With that mom on the
Definitely.
phone?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
channel
yeah.
Back in the
that,
80s?
Mercedes rule. Good connection.
I didn't even see that. Very well
Speaking of Stranger
Oh,
Things,
where is my son?
since we are here to do this, there is a great
The title would have sufficed.
There's a great Stranger Things podcast on the network called Cast Protection with Chris Tyler and several other people whose names I can't think of at the moment, which I feel bad for because Chris Tyler is not, he's on the show, but he's not the host.
Ah.
So in 1996, they made this into a musical for Broadway.
I can see that. Well, at least with the piano scene.
And they were thinking about doing a
Oh,
TV remake,
hey.
too. That's a loud TV on
What
it.
is he watching?
Some crazy nighttime show. Oh, yeah. That's how you eat Oreos right there.
Yep.
What, you put all of the
You put all
cream
the
on one
icing,
side?
He turns out the TV and he hears all the violence outside.
Thank you.
It's like, yeah, just another day. How do you eat Oreos? That's not how I eat Oreos. I don't like the cream in Oreos.
Could you imagine how insane it would be if, like, if you...
Woo!
Wow.
Really screw you, don't they?
if the payroll guy just walked through and handed you your check like that? Because it's
Right.
like, people would be like chasing him and like yelling at him about like points of order on the
How would
check.
you like that?
Having fun at
Quarters. They're gonna ask him for quarters.
Dude, you need to get food eventually.
Hey there, FDIC insured.
3 dimes, $100 bill, and 87 months.
That's great. She's obviously uncomfortable with these burritos.
Yeah.
3 dimes.
But again, he just put it off by saying that's how.
Oh, God, that
Did you buy a new television? No, you didn't.
No, it's just the TV.
I love the wire attachment on the top there. Looks like a carrying handle. Oh, they got pizza.
I'm never eating again.
Does it
Wasn't
suck?
that bad?
It's a boat I live.
No. It was the pork rinds.
Pork rind!
Oh.
You sure had fun, didn't you?
I love silly string.
Went to a
Very
wedding.
flammable.
I went to a wedding where they used that instead of rice.
And again, I just want to point out that like
everywhere.
the level of trust
But
like
it
between him and his
decomposes
best
eventually.
friend,
Yeah.
because it's like he just totally takes him at face value.
Here comes the iconic scene.
Oh, yes. Oh, are those penguins on his shirt? I think so.
Yeah.
He has just entered the FAO shorts.
And I love can't figure out how to do his collar. That clock is
Creepy.
terrifying.
I remember
They had
something
that
like
same
that.
clock in the
Yeah.
Seattle one.
Oh,
yeah.
and the train. Ew.
Yeah.
Little creepy.
Yeah, this would not work nowadays.
Woo!
Well, you see the parents are like shooing their children away from them.
Well, isn't it funny what you can do as a kid versus what you can do as an
Yeah.
adult? Because if he was still 12, it wouldn't look as creepy.
Yeah. I love Toy Stories. You just don't see them anymore.
No?
No.
I mean, everything is technology-based now.
Well, there's still a lot of toys out there, and you know, Toys R Us are going out of business.
Yeah.
There are, but the white elephant in
They're about to-
Spokane is still open.
Come up
Oh,
on.
good.
We're about to come up on this weird. This is the.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
He's seizuring out.
Not in the face,
You work
son.
for me, don't you?
And here's his boss.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I thought so. What, are you here with your kids?
So why?
No,
why would
no.
he be in the store?
See,
Because
nephew.
he works for the toy company. He's checking out what's up.
Oh, I was just looking around. Oh.
Just admit
Me
it.
too.
You like action
Come here.
figures.
He
He
could
and
have also
shit.
made a good Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah.
Can't see this on a marketing report.
Isn't he a little old for that?
What's the marketing?
He's probably older than Gene Hackman was.
That guy?
Yeah. I mean, he'd be fine.
Exactly.
I think Loja would have been a great Lex Luthor. So this is the bizarre era where
What do you think of that?
Playmobil was the king, not Lego.
Yes.
Yeah, I
So
remember
here's
that.
this Playmobil display.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
Playmobil was big in Europe at the time.
Very big.
Well,
They,
I'm set.
oh,
Yeah,
I would
remember
even say bigger than here.
when I went back to Germany with my folks from time to time, I would get Playmobil toys.
I don't know.
My dad actually really liked Playmobil. He liked the Western stuff.
I never liked
I don't think Lego really ever had a
You
Western
only get one
phase.
robot.
Huh.
At that time, you could get like Robin Hood Lego, Space Lego, and Pirate Lego was just coming out with the new big Lego.
So they invented this for the movie.
Neat.
Oh, I
This-
did not know
this
that.
did not exist.
This piano?
Yeah, they asked a guy to invent this for the
Really?
film.
Wow, I did not know that.
Okay, let's
Those are fun.
These days.
Heart and soul.
And that's the difference between then and now is that it's like
Cheers.
really all you would have to do is make it light up and then have ADR in the tone. You
Yeah.
have to have it be a functional toy.
I'm surprised he didn't do chopsticks instead.
They do, don't worry. It's coming.
I wonder how long they had to practice this scene.
Chopsticks and the theme to The Fifth Element were the first ones I learned.
Fifth Element is quite a ways away.
Yeah, but I did keyboarding in high school.
This is 9 years before the film.
This is just wow. My heart's warmed watching this.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice
Still
to
works.
see adults cut loose
Yeah.
and just have fun. in a
I think
movie.
that's the bigger point of the movie.
Oh, there it is. The calisthenics.
Yes. Makes me want to get one. I wonder how much they sold for after this movie, because it would have been a big thing if they made it just for this movie. But I remember seeing them still for sale.
Were they selling these? I
Oh,
thought
Where could you put
absolutely.
one in a regular house? Look how big that
living
is.
room.
I thought they were just kind of like a prop piece in the store.
It wasn't like a floor thing like that. It was plastic. It was like a DDR
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
board.
Boy, whatever happened to DDR?
Yeah.
That's one thing. If I had a TV monitor, I'd get one for my
And
place.
he just got himself a raise by doing that dance with his boss.
Nice.
Well, the girls.
Oh, now he's gonna be the cool employee.
What, Sasha?
Huh?
What did you say?
Now he's the cool employee.
Vice President? He's only been here a week. Vice President?
And it came from data processing.
He's out of his mind. The old
This is a whole bunch of kids with foam gloves.
They look like
Punching
sock
each other.
boppers.
Yeah.
Are they? I think they are sock boppers.
Did they stop selling those because people kept getting punched a little too hard in the face?
I can see that.
It's like the whole pillow fighting thing. Eventually, they just
Man.
And there's
warm it up and
what's her
just
face
jack
from that
them up.
I
70s
hated
show.
pillow fights because of that.
Yeah.
I would get whacked good.
That explosion in science?
Or to a lesser extent, snowballs that accidentally
Truck a
have
pillar!
rock in them.
You know, that only costs $10 to make.
Get out of here.
Overseas.
Is this?
And there's his
They just put this in.
crossover into becoming an
What
adult.
did you do for all
Is where he
this?
makes the comment about that toy that the kid knows, his friend knows exactly how much it costs. Tom Hanks knows it only costs
Did he pay
$10
you
to
for
make.
that?
So he's starting to think like a grown up.
Oh, I see.
See, there she is. The,
Who did she play?
Mrs.
The mom?
Foreman, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, from that 70s show.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks way different. It's the hair.
Also, what I don't like about 80s clothing, everybody wound up looking like a teacher.
Did you check Mattel?
Boy, everyone's smoking.
Coleco? Zero.
Cigarettes tasted so much better 30 years ago.
Yes, and Fisher
It's actually, I had my first cigarette just about this time. Not that I chose to light up. I'd asked a relative of mine why she smoked, so she handed me the cigarette to kind of like scare me away from it. And I took a drag and I was almost barfing on my shoes.
There is a very old school throwback to having missing children on the back of a milk carton.
Oh yeah.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Showed a solid base.
When did they stop doing that anyway?
I don't know.
After that Mr. Belvedere episode.
This is great how he's playing with a skyscraper that's a toy.
Yeah, it's a Chrysler building, isn't it?
Kind of
Yeah.
a Chrysler building.
And it's not working very well. He's looking super
It's
cute playing
crap.
with it. La 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 la.
Well, those joints are terrible.
From all of last year.
So they're gonna ask him what he thinks, right?
Not for me.
He raises his hand.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Just like in school.
Yes. I don't get it.
I
That's
don't know. We
great.
still do that at staff meetings. We raise
Yeah.
hands.
What exactly?
Well, it's a polite way to wait for something.
Yeah.
From a building into a robot, right?
I would play with that building.
Yeah, me too.
The construction's just bad.
Yeah.
If it is a bunch of parts coming together to form one, like Voltron or something,
Yes.
there has to be like a switch or something so it doesn't just snap right off.
This would be a great counter product to Godzilla. So you have your Godzilla toys that come up and attack the buildings, but the buildings turn into robots
And then it fucking eats
fights
it.
fights the Godzillas.
There you go.
That would be a great
I
product.
don't get it.
Oh, what?
Lack of vision.
What?
We're gonna give you a volleyball and call it Wilson.
There's a million
I
robots that turn
forget
into
if it was Nintendo
This is a building
64
that turned into
or
robots.
PlayStation.
What's fun about playing with a
back in the day.
building?
There was
This is a skyscraper.
you're supposed to be one of the monsters, and your job is to attack the city as much as possible. It was really, really good.
Oh,
Cartoony. But
yeah.
It was really
It was-
good.
Like a big
you know,
prehistoric
I know what you're talking about, but I can't put my finger
Crush it.
on
Give
it.
it a minute.
Jem knows this game.
What game?
It's a video game where you're a monster and you have to destroy buildings.
Oh, Rampage.
Rampage.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was so good.
They just came out with a movie of that.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah, with The Rock. It looks really good, actually.
Maybe it's campy.
So now they're coming up with Mighty Morphin Beetleborgs, the competitor to the Power Rangers.
Well, there were like
So this is
5
where
different versions of that, though.
actually being a kid comes in handy.
Well, put a bored kid into a conference room, they're gonna find a way to play. Gosh, she just has to stop smoking those cigarettes.
One thing that really nauseated me about 80s toys is the gender segregation, because it's all, on the girly side we got screwed. It's all fashion dolls and ponies and babies, and none of that is appetizing or original in it itself.
Gender training in the
Yeah,
toys,
it's
yeah.
a load of crap.
Well, you go into Target and whatnot, and they're changing that around.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful apartment.
Yeah, nobody is going to put money into baby dolls anymore because it's just so sexist.
There was a toy, I forget what it's called, but it was made by the same guy who invented the Furby. It was a dinosaur, and it would respond to pain. And there's this viral video of people beating it and choking it, hanging it upside down, until the toy actually died. Like it
That's
stopped
terrible.
Oh my
responding.
fucking
The
This
god!
toy-
is a real thing?
This is a real thing. Now the people who designed the toy wanted to teach the kids how to be empathic, to love and learn. But they made it a little too realistic and it would respond to abuse, too.
Also, people like that are gonna cause the robot uprising.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Right? Well, we're well in the age now where the Turing test is been passed. So if you remember, the Turing test is you only have to convince 30% of the audience that a computer is a person. Oh, I missed those. What are those little hoppy
Hippity
things?
hops. No, they're not. No. The hippity hops where you sat on it.
Yeah.
Those, what were those called?
Hobbit.
It's a lot like candy.
Man, I don't know.
Right? We're gonna have to YouTube 80 toy commercials to.
Oh, that's
Oh
a
my
rabbit
god!
hole.
Nostalgia Critic commercials 1 through 7. We should watch
Those are
those.
very fun.
It's awesome.
Once in a while.
There's still so many he didn't do, so it could be like a continuing series.
So, Patrick, remember that time when I became a 30-year-old adult and you were just an 11-year-old kid? We just toyed around for 3 months in New York.
Those were the days.
Yeah,
And nobody
seriously.
said anything.
I love you.
Oh, everybody had that bunk bed, though. That
And I know
metal bunk bed that probably
Oh,
weighed,
no.
without the mattresses in it, probably weighed maybe 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Mine was black and it was made out of iron.
It's a
Iron
beautiful,
helps us
And
play.
it's screwed
Yeah.
together.
it's a beautiful apartment, but technically you are in Jersey.
They have a little
Futurama
nook.
reference there.
It's so hard to find. They have that little like German nook in the
Yep.
where it's actually built in.
Yep. Custom carpentry. So they are in a hotel? Oh, it's a staff party. Okay.
Oh god, I hope he doesn't get drunk. He won't know where to stop.
Not that kind of a movie.
Either that or he'll go and get a glass full of whiskey and his boss is like, I'll get one for you too. And he's like, oh, that tastes terrible.
Love your tux.
I'm not tracking any of the corporate folks.
Can I have you?
So how do we know Susan here? She's talking to the
She's
big
the
boss.
one that the coworker said to stay away from.
No.
Oh, the
The one in the red.
She has a
okay.
reputation of being the office slut, unfortunately.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Susan, have a drink.
Oh,
Have a couple of drinks.
Rapey.
It's a party.
well, there's your sexual harassment lawsuit.
Yep.
That's a cool
He
elevator.
looks like Cab Calloway.
He does.
A Cab Calloway.
Hep,
Looking
hep.
all fancy in his white,
They're all, look at this idiot.
bejeweled, well,
I just came from Vegas working my second job.
tux.
The glitzy tux
And
job.
Susan is checking him out.
Yes.
I didn't even see the sparkles for a minute.
The dazzle, that's what I was thinking.
He kind of
He's
looks
checking
like
his fly.
Oh,
Yeah, if it's Derby's laughing, doesn't flies out.
what are those?
This is a real bow tie, though. I tied myself.
What are those bands in Mexico with the
Oh,
heavily embroidered clothes?
yeah,
The
the
guy from the meeting.
Matador.
yeah, no. It's the musicians.
Mariachi.
Yeah,
Mariachi
he kind
guys.
of looks
Yeah.
like a mariachi guy.
That dress makes me want to have pistachio ice cream.
That dress actually looks like something that would fly nowadays. That
Yeah,
It's a very timeless
So
dress.
that's the
it's the
office spike there, right? No?
It's the pink ones that kind of look like wrapping paper that wouldn't work anymore. Unless
Yeah,
you're
they
going to
wouldn't
an
work
80s
anymore.
prom party. That's a
Yeah.
big thing around here.
This is me at every party right here.
Gotta go
Don't
for the
double-
food.
I don't want to talk to
dip. It's
don't
not sanitary.
don't talk to me. I just
Yeah,
want to
he's
eat
gone
the
beyond
food.
double dipping at this point.
Just take the bowl with you, man.
That's a goddamn knockoff art. What do you mean? Amphibian? He takes 10,000 G.I. Joes.
And Susan's still totally checking Josh out.
Now Susan is with this guy though, right? They're
And John
dating.
Hurt, yeah.
They're casually sleeping together.
Okay.
They are not dating.
Oh yeah,
I'm
because we saw
surprised
that.
he's eating
Well, we saw
vegetables.
that breakfast scene
Yeah.
there. So.
Baby corn.
Oh, I love
They're
this
Just
Yeah,
eat
scene.
they're
the whole
casual.
thing. You little squirrel.
Have you never had a baby corn before?
So because he was 13, did he figure out that he had to take showers every day?
I certainly hope so, because
Yeah.
otherwise his hair would be glued to his forehead.
What
by
was
now.
the 1980s equivalent to Axe?
Just eat it,
Well,
you pig.
I mean, I feel like Old Spice is just, it spans generations, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Teen Spirit.
Do you think
Oh,
he
yeah.
would have been a teen spirit adult?
I don't know. Did they just market that to girls or guys?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know.
All the same
I don't remember.
That was before I started wearing
I
deodorant.
only hung out with girls, so. Oh, and my brother got one of those awful Brut sticks.
Oh, there's the equivalent.
Yeah.
I was
No.
really lucky when I was, a little bit younger than 13. I had a fourth grade teacher who was like 63 years old. Just, she was a friggin' pistol. She just comes in, she's like, "So, the room smells like boy,
Wait,
and this is what you need to do about this one."
I just noticed they're eating beluga.
Yeah.
Ew.
What?
Oh!
They're-
Put it in a napkin!
Oh.
You put the corn in a napkin! You terrible, terrible man.
Does this mean we're dating now?
Want a glass of water?
Yes, please.
Oh,
Stop
God,
it!
there's so much.
It's a big drink?
It's an acquired taste.
Or something?
That's pretty good.
We got a car outside. You want to get out of here?
Uh-huh.
You do not French or have sex after having that much caviar in your mouth. You need a palate cleanser.
I think
Right?
that's why he was wanting a milkshake.
That is so funny.
Maybe she's refreshed by the fact that he doesn't like to drink.
Need to get a salted caramel milkshake.
So here's their Uber. The company Uber.
It's the company's car.
Oh, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
You're the vice president and you just...
The
found
vice president.
Shotgun!
The
No.
He's the marketing vice president.
Oh,
Not the vice
okay.
president.
Okay, I was gonna say. Yep, that
Stop
was
it!
me when I was a kid.
Very much me, yeah.
Oh, they went through the
anything with
filter.
automatic locks and and automatic windows too.
Up, down, up, down,
Yeah.
up, down, up, down.
Just being with you here tonight, I really get a sense of
Put that cigarette out.
who you are.
You can eat these fries.
No.
Hey, mister, you want some of these fries? We're not going to eat them.
No, thank you. No.
See, it's hard in the business.
Don't throw it out the window. Don't.
Oh, this is a
You're gonna
really
cause
famous
it.
scene. He's gonna discover the sunroof.
Even if you
Oh, there's a cell phone there too.
Oh,
Look at that.
Whoa.
hi, Mom!
Oh, no. It has a cord.
Sorry.
It's just a car phone.
Well,
we used to think was very
You're not
awesome.
five.
still use
Chill out.
cellular frequencies.
Don't play with the leave the don't. I'm
That was a
very
really
vulnerable
ugly,
right now.
ugly limo.
I'm throwing myself at you.
Yeah, pretty much. She's basically saying sleep with me.
Hot in the city tonight. I love this scene. I thought this was cool.
Right.
Come on up.
Hey.
Have fun. Would this be a good date?
Yes.
Asking the girls in the room, would this be a good date?
I think it would be fun. Well, you and I went in the limo, but I don't know if I
We
had
didn't
a
do that.
moonroof.
What do you think, Alex?
Sunroof.
Good date? The look on your face
Huh?
is not visible on a podcast, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, but I don't go on that many because I'm not really attracted in anybody that regularly. It's doable, but if the guy was like all over the place, clicking at stuff and not paying attention to you, he's probably not into you.
Yeah,
Just throwing that out there.
yeah, that's right. Most girls don't like it when the guys don't pay attention to them on a date.
Wait
Yeah.
wait till you see
I
how
probably think he was high.
Yeah.
wait till you see how it wraps up though. And tell me what you think at the end.
Oh, whoa. It's a dorm room.
do this yet.
Do what?
Combat zone.
I thought that was his apartment.
Yeah.
It's not a dorm. Did you say a dorm room?
So crap.
So when I was a kid, I did not understand her coming on to him.
No, most kids
Well, why
don't.
would
Yeah.
you?
And he doesn't either.
Yeah, I just figured he'd, hey, come check out my room.
Yeah.
Like what we all do as kids.
Okay.
Well, especially now that he's
Well, I
got
got
all
you
this
on top.
all these cool toys.
Yeah.
I just got that joke.
I
Yeah,
missed that.
I used to repeat that. So she's like, "Can I stay here?" He's like, "You mean like sleep over? Okay, well I get to be on top."
Oh!
Then he got the bunk bed. So if you ever wanted to know what it's like to live in Michael Jackson's house,
I-
Nice, isn't it?
Pretty much.
are they playing Men in Black? No, it's before Men in Black.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
You, want soda?
What's the original song?
Soda?
I don't know what you.
The Galaxy Defenders.
Make this up so you don't need any quarters.
They still make those cans.
Yeah.
They just brought them back.
You know, I feel like
Right.
his room right now
Okay.
is very much what a stereotypical millennial would look like, although with with like modern stuff. So a stereotypical millennial with a whole bunch of like anime and all of that. So I don't think that it would, in today's world, I don't think seeing that as an adult would be super weird.
Well, in the room that we're in now,
I would
I
have.
see anime, comic books, Lego, aircraft carrier, lots of comic character collections. So I think the
Scrooge
comparison, the comparison is actually very accurate.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it doesn't look like a kid's room. It looks like a fanboy's room.
Well,
This, everything in the room, and this on the screen is what I think of anytime my mom gives me shit about acting my age. I am 31. I consider cartoons and comics a legitimate art form, and I have a collage of stuff all over my room. And
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's figurines, and plushy Ninja Turtles, and everything. And she acts like it's a giant thing, and it's a sign that you're not growing up. Is it that bad to be confident enough as an adult and admit this is what you like and you don't care what other people think?
Well,
You're
that's-
just gonna like it regardless.
You're exactly right. And I think that's the point they're trying to make in this movie is that it's okay to goof around and have fun and be a kid.
Yeah, why do you have to be bland and drink scotch and pretend you have no personality whatsoever beyond wanting to bang people and smoke?
How funny would it be if they just hit their head on the
I was going to say,
ceiling?
are they going to hit their heads on the ceiling?
Or rip a hole in it, because it's not meant for...
that's just adorable.
It's not meant for adultly, probably.
Her dress is perfect for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The issue with having a lot of stuff like, we've got around here is that, say, and I actually heard a story about this, say, like, I wanted to become, like, a bigger brother, or something, like a big brother or something.
How
So
do
they
you
come
know?
check out the place, and they're like, "Wow, you have a lot of things here that children like. Is this an enticement issue?"
See, now this is endearing because he obviously does not seem to have sex top of mind.
Nope.
He's just like, oh, there's this cute, girl, and we had a really fun time today, and, she's sleeping over, and she's like a buddy,
Right. She would have to, again, because he's like 13, she would have to, come up to him and be like, "I like you."
Yes.
And, yeah.
And it's adorable.
Actually, him rejecting her sexually,
Aww.
it is probably putting her in a new place where I've got to relate to this guy in a different way without using my body.
Yes.
Also, that's something I've yet to get through. I'm demisexual, and it's really hard to court other people who are used to getting it all the time. Eventually, they lose interest and just stop calling you, even if you lead with that information.
That schnarf on the blanket.
I was trying to figure out who that was.
Schnarf!
Yeah.
Oh, I know, schnarf!
God. Did they ever get around to making that remake?
God, I hope not.
Oh, she's
Michael
not...
Bay was supposed to be in charge of that.
Oh. She's not still wearing that ring. I thought it would be... I think it would have been a really cool cinematic thing if she's still wearing that ring from the night before.
She could still be wearing it.
We can't see her
around
hand.
neck. I'd do that if I had a wedding ring so I wouldn't lose it.
Did you notice she was not smoking in the apartment?
Ah, you're right.
But she was smoking in almost every other scene.
Yeah.
Another
accessory.
That's a fun song.
Alright, back to adulting with the person that she's sort of seeing.
All these copyright-free toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastion?
Can you just make some random crap for this scene? We'll pay you $20.
Right.
This is, I have to say,
We could be like a team for the McMillan Cup.
and I could be totally wrong here, but I'll say it anyway. I imagine that when they edited this for television, this is usually what they cut out.
Because
Racquetball game. It's just a weird spot in the movie.
Okay.
And where are they playing racquetball on a basketball court?
No, that's a pickleball.
Can we take a moment to appreciate Tom Hanks' shorts? Because they are
jams
very 80s. I don't know.
That would go right down.
But there are so many colors and so many shapes, and they're just
that's something.
a thing of art.
That's something they'd sell at Red Light.
Yeah.
You know that pickleball paddle there also could look like a bingo board.
Oh yeah. Or what's it? That card game with the points, and you move it around this board with holes.
Cribbage.
Cribbage.
A cribbage pickleball paddle.
Yeah.
Or
play 2 games at
conversely,
once.
the hiney slapping.
Yeah, the hiney slapping cribbage board paddle. Let's market
so
it.
much into paddle.
So now I know kids play handball a lot.
We did, but just with the ball, nothing else. And they usually had big lines painted on the school walls and like a rainbow.
Give me the goddamn ball, will you?
I forget how all the points work with that though.
Handball, or I remember playing wall ball.
Yeah, wall ball
with the
is
bigger
handball.
ball. Oh, when I think handball, I think the one that you can actually hold in your hand. It's little.
It was like 2nd grade, somebody overnight decided to spray a bunch of crappy graffiti all over everything, and then they had to sandblast it off. And whenever anybody does that, it's never anything interesting like it is these days. There are people that will sabotage great works of art that are technically illegal with, like, Beavis was here, or something pornographic, or a hand sign.
I like the classic Marcel Duchamp with the mustache on the Mona Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite. So, we missed a great scene where 2 men could not settle their differences and got into a fight.
Well, what's his name? John Hurt beat up Tom Hanks, essentially.
Yeah.
They didn't really get in a fight. Tom Hanks just goofing on him and would give him the ball back.
But I don't think they cut that from the film like you had suggested, because that's a pivotal scene. This is where it brings her over to his side.
Maybe
But she's still
this,
she's still playing mommy, bandaging them up and everything.
Maybe this because people shit their pants and they cry whenever they see real human blood in a movie. Or they just turn it green if it's aliens to make it less,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Well, Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, the Klingon blood had to be Pepto-Bismol pink to get the PG-13 rating, which made a lot of people angry.
It is shitty, but they're also aliens, so that could totally roll. If they
Yeah,
wanted to.
but it's... Come on, Klingons. Pink blood, really? It's just... They're
I don't
the
know. Is it right?
fightingest, fartingest, thuggiest aliens
wait.
there are.
Aw, Tom Hanks
Klingons
just
are
got
the
kissed.
walnut
Aw.
head guys, right?
What's that?
Klingons are the walnut.
Yeah, they get the walnut head.
Yeah, their complexion is too similar to our own, so I do see that.
Yeah.
Look like shampoo, razor,
She gave-
toothpaste, two neckties,
giving John Hurt all his
exercise
stuff back.
tape. Oh, and I want my keys back.
She
Get the
kicked him
fuck
out.
out!
That's a cool toy he's got on the drawing board there. That's some kind of robot. That
Yeah.
looks like some indie CD cover.
Oh, well, I was gonna say it looks very like prototype of Dalek.
Or,
Oh, Daleks already existed.
Beastie Boys.
Oh, right. Right.
That would
First was
also work.
Tom Caulfield, then Hanlon, then Golding, then me. Am I missing somebody?
Is he
You're
slut shaming her?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's not
What's so
okay.
special about Baskin?
He's a grown-up.
Oh, good for you.
I can't believe he brought up Golding.
I'm assuming Golding is what's
We still got the itch.
I think Golding is what's his name?
The oldest dude.
John Lovitz.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say it, every, like, business guy in the 80s movies all look like a middle-aged dad, and nobody wants to bang that. They just don't. They're too bland.
Performance art. This looks like they just took
That'd be
over
the
a
most
Buca
fun
de
restaurant in the world to go to.
Beppo. Which one?
This
one?
singing pizza place.
Yeah.
Sing opera.
Why didn't
pizza
they
dough.
do,
Grown up Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese was big this time. And, Showbiz
Pizza.
Yeah, and that was kind of going out of business because they got bought out by the other one, so they could have totally used that to spoof it.
I hate it when people sing to me in restaurants.
Yeah.
I just show up and like, give me my free thing and don't bother me.
Yeah.
I want to eat my burger in peace.
So can we go back really quick to what Susan said was, oh, I chose Baskin because he's a grown-up. And, you know, the ironic statement of the entire movie is, you know, the one that's actually a kid is the one that acts the most grown-up out of all of the grown-ups.
Yeah.
He can be adult, but he's also confident enough about himself to be kid-like and not care what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
He's himself.
Yeah.
Another big sign of him becoming an adult is that he is sticking to the obligations that he has as a job instead of hanging out with Billy.
Aww.
Also, let's say it, he's got a Mr. Rogers
You
sweater.
used to be cool, man. We used to make fun of guys like that.
Yeah.
He had a cardigan, like a zip-up cardigan. Like,
Yeah.
that one, I don't think zips up, does it? Oh, it does!
Yeah.
It is a cardigan! Excellent.
Wait, what's a cardigan?
It's just a sweater that's open at the front. It doesn't need a button to zip. It can button too.
Mr. Rogers sweater, is what we were saying.
Ah, okay.
It's adulty as tax papers.
You know, that's not a bad apartment.
No, not at all.
So, what do we do?
Just like 13-year-olds, sit as far apart as possible.
Yeah,
We
like a
can
junior
play
high
some-
dance.
Some Jenga? Do we have Bop It yet? No, that hasn't been invented.
Yeah, can we go anywhere but here? It's
Oh,
a
no.
single
amusement park.
Sorry, those are the best dates. Go to the carnival.
Yes.
I was too young for that kind of thing back in the day.
I love roller coasters. Especially the splintery ones.
Hate the
I don't know. Are you a metal or wooden coaster person, Pat?
Metal.
Wooden.
You're wooden?
Wooden. The metal ones hurt when you go around the turns. It's too sharp.
Except on this rail, so you can't get off the road. So you're not really
I'm more of a games person, though. I don't really like the rides. I like going around and playing.
I
the
miss
games.
pizza, hot dogs, and punch sodas.
You're a games girl.
Yeah, that's what I did at the fair.
I'm pretty sure you can still get some of those at 7-Eleven.
I didn't understand the scene.
Yeah, she wanted him to kiss the mustard off her face.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I didn't
Finish
understand
eating.
it 20 years in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They're gonna find the game, aren't they?
Want to dance?
Dance?
What, Zoltar?
Yeah.
But we don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay.
Alright.
I thought it'd be kind of cool if she made the wish to become a kid again, and somehow they,
That would have been really
hooked
weird.
up and dated. Yeah.
I mean, they bring that up later on in this movie.
Do they?
Yep.
You want my jacket?
There he is.
What? Did he ignore that?
He walked
He
right
didn't
by
see
it.
it because he's not thinking about it.
Oh.
At least Zoltar doesn't turn and wink at the camera.
I see. I was half expecting that to
Zoltar
happen.
breaks the fourth window.
Or he looks over and says one of our names.
Oh!
Chum.
Oh! I would run screaming out of this apartment.
Old person dancing.
I know. That's the thing. It's why would either of them want to go to this dance? TGI McScratchies. We're constantly
I was just
New Year's
thinking that.
Eve.
It must be so fulfilling to celebrate New Year's over and over and over again. And the guy's just like, yeah.
Oh, did you find your Bob's Burgers
I
reference?
believe that about it.
Oh, no.
Huh.
Let's see. What's his name?
Well, I think they're trying to contrast
Mickey.
adults versus kids' behavior right here.
Thinking about
Yeah.
you a lot.
Mickey had a poster of this movie in the basement. And he's like, you see this guy, he wants to be big, then he gets big, and then he doesn't like it anymore, and he wants to get small, and then Bob's like, no, underneath the poster, and he lifts it up, and there's a giant hole in the wall, and he's like, why is there a hole in my wall? And he's like,
It's never gone out.
I was trying to fix it with a pickaxe. No.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'm trying to dig my way to the bank.
Yeah. Yep. So I have to ask you this. When the writers were sitting down for this scene,
Yeah.
I think they were trying to write it as if they were 13
Don't grab his butt.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a really
He's trying to
serious
write it.
conversation that they are having a hard time doing.
Write it as
Yeah.
what? Write it as what?
What?
They're trying to write this conversation as if there's two 13-year-olds talking to each other, not two adults. I mean, he's got to break up with her.
I'm
But he
gay,
can't.
I have herpes, I have issues.
Aww. Oh.
Oh,
But it's
no,
not
he's
going to
going
last.
for it. Okay.
That's not a breakup.
I thought he was going to break up with her right there.
Nope.
My memory serves me poorly.
And if you turned back right now, this would be really creepy.
Oh.
Oh no!
And they just kept kissing until they were home.
Much cheaper than an Uber. Oh, is he going to lose his innocence to her? Wow.
Yep.
Assuming he was that innocent to begin with. In all 80s movies, there's always somebody in the neighborhood who has a copy of Playboy for some reason.
It's not awkward that he's just
If
sitting
you
there
were-
blatantly staring at her boobs for a really long time.
Or a Sears catalog.
I can do that with my shirt too.
Yeah.
No.
It's like,
leave
I
it
at
will
least
alone.
I didn't
Yes.
throw up like I did that time in the 60s.
Ew. Oh my god, he's going for the boob.
Well, this is a really vulnerable scene here too.
Yeah.
Because it's very clear he's inexperienced and she's letting him do this. So there's a lot of trust there. It's goofy.
Well, he's also not doing it badly. The usual consensus with girls getting that done for the first time is that they just tweak them like they're gonna rip them
Like-
right
like
off or some
doorknobs?
shit. It's
Yeah.
not an AM radio. You don't do that kind of shit.
It doesn't turn that way. What is it, like a ping pong thing where you gotta pull it? No.
What's that line from Robin Williams?
If
If somebody does that to you, you just grab their balls and his little eyes will go, wow!
oh,
Yeah, does that get you hot?
you just walk around. I just got laid.
Yep.
I just got laid.
That's how he bathed.
And,
He's adulting now. Wait. Oh no.
What did he just take off the wall?
Yeah.
He's adulting.
What did he just take off
Oh,
the
his
wall?
do not enter genius at work sign.
Yeah.
And he asked for black coffee. And look, he's fitting in with all the adults.
You know why?
Dun dun dun.
You know why he took that poster down, right?
No.
Because she explained to him the concept of nooners.
No.
Oh. There you go.
he only had that on his second trip, though. You saw it too. No. But I used to study. Stuff. Really? Well, why not?
Dad, I need some help with it.
Not now, Adam.
I'm being a shitty
Not
parent.
now, Adam. Can you believe that I once had sex with his mother and she gave birth to that?
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
I used to study that too.
Aw, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Everybody's falling in love with this guy.
Yep.
Yes, Larry Bird.
Where?
Shout out to the Boston Celtics. He's talking about Larry Bird.
Oh.
Yeah, see? Okay. One.
Anybody else miss the Larry Bird Magic Johnson friendship? I do.
And these two women are just watching him. It's like, oh my god.
I guess they are still friends.
So he's now been publicly validated as a good mate.
Look at the God. The streets like this exist anymore, where like all of the neighbors are out being social. Like the kids are just playing in the middle of the street.
So
Only
idyllic.
in Stars
Not
Hollow.
in the street
Yeah.
unless you're trying to play hockey.
Yeah. He is.
Actually, you know, in our neighborhood, we have a lot of the kids kind of hanging out
That's a positive.
in the summertime. I mean,
So Billy has received the report from the city about where the Zoltar machine is.
So that means that 1 month and 6 weeks has gone by.
Yep.
It's not a lot of time.
1 month and I thought they said 6 months.
1
Okay.
month, 6 weeks. Yeah.
So that's 2 months. 2 months, 2.5 months.
His mom was
That didn't take him very long to get to where he is.
No.
And not plan a whole line.
Why? Nobody knows more about toys than Susan. Company.
Susan, doing that means marketing and strategy and stuff like that.
All he wants is a proposal. Look, you come up with the idea.
So they came out of a strategy meeting. She's trying to
Come on.
boost his confidence to get the job done and adult and do the strategy and the marketing, and he doesn't want to do that. I think he's starting to get a little burned out in his job.
You know what I just realized?
K-O-P.
This is so weird. But
Okay.
see if you follow me here.
Tell him it's important.
What was the name of Natalie Wood's character in Miracle on 34th Street?
It won't be like
Ooh.
these where you just follow
Jem, help me out.
Virginia? No.
No, Susan.
Susan.
Oh.
You think
So
that
this is like, and she's very much like doing a job like
Right.
the mother in Miracle on 34th
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe the universes are connected. Pizza Hut paid for that.
Oh, the old Pizza Hut logo.
That's probably the same one that Marty McFly had, where they put it in the microwave and it. Whoa. That's not how you make toys.
You think Mac will like it?
Oh, no, I think
You know what we could do? We could do like sports comic books.
So he has basically invented like the prototypical iPad here, except that
Oh.
what he's come up with is just for
Really, it would work for
reading comic books with,
hockey.
which is a big thing the comic book people do with iPads now.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Innovative.
what's going on here?
Huh?
You know, we're-
Hanging out?
something wrong?
So she's upset.
Don't like it?
No,
I'm not tracking.
it's. I mean, if it's an affair, that's one thing.
So she thinks that he's cheating on her
If
Ah.
it's something else.
because he's acting different. He's adulting now and he's not being as happy-go-lucky as
Yeah.
when they first met.
Yeah.
But if we think that it could turn into something else.
He is going to reveal his true nature to her, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but you have to find some.
So does this make her a sex offender?
No.
How do I feel about what?
Unless he was, are you a sex offender if you sleep with a non-emancipated adult and don't know that it's a non-emancipated adult?
Yes, you
Even
you
if
are.
you don't know,
Oh, I don't know.
you have to actually be able to prove that they knew it, right?
There is crimes on the books for sexual assaulting a vulnerable adult.
Oh, I know that, but I'm saying she doesn't know. He goes to work and has a job like an adult.
Yeah.
He walked in and got that job by himself, so she really has no evidence.
If there's anybody in law enforcement listening to this, could you leave a comment or something? Because we don't know off the top of our heads.
So we just missed a big scene where they basically had a big the talk. How Susan says, "What do you feel about me? How do you feel about me?"
Oh,
Yeah, and
I saw a fight, like throwing some
He just
papers.
kinda
and that was,
Yeah.
they were being playful. And he's like, "How do you think I feel about you?" And so they're throwing stuff back and forth and being playful and flirty. And that's basically how he said, "That's how I feel about you."
Okay.
Come back at lunch, or I'm a little bit busy right now. You come back. Hello,
Busy?
Billy.
Are you out of your mind?
I love Billy.
Miss Patterson, could you get them on the board?
The voice of
Come on, man. We said we wouldn't be like this. We made fun of guys like this back in high school.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Oh,
Yeah.
he dropped an F-bomb!
Is that the only thing? That and the boobs gave it the rating and nothing else.
You don't get it, do you? This is important.
I'm your best friend. What's more important than that, huh?
Good for you, kid.
Oh, the feels.
I'm 3 months older than you are, asshole.
Yeah. One of my favorite lines of the movie right there.
Also, if this thing doesn't work out, you need something to fall back on, and you can't just walk out on a job scot-free. So you need to kind of around that.
So what he wants to fall back on is becoming a kid again. That would be so weird. Could you imagine if you could do that in real life? Well,
I'd hate doing that because I'd be trapped in a house with my bitch mom for all eternity.
That's why we have family.
Hi, Alex's mom. Thanks for listening.
Fuck you, by the way.
Moving on. So, I'm gonna say it now. I don't think that our main character here, he's too mature. I don't think he would have matured this much in a month and a half.
Probably not.
2.5.
2.5 months? Yeah.
1 month and 6 weeks.
Unless the spell's like perverting his mind.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, he's got deductive reasoning skills, advanced conference room social interacting skills. No, I don't buy it.
I do like the music right here. It's an instrumental of one of my favorite songs that the Muppets used to sing. It's in Every One of Us.
Oh.
The, what do you call it? Table manners would also be really hard to impart into somebody because when you're a little kid, all you can think of is pinkies up and you put the napkin in your lap and that's it. But you have like 5 different forks to choose from when you're going to this upscale crap. I still don't know which one to use.
Yeah, if you're in a Marx Brothers movie or
I think
Dining with the King of Sweden.
The most I've ever seen on my plate are 3 forks. So
3 forks is too much for me.
Here he is. He's looking back at his old life. That's what he's left behind. And I think, alright, so everyone in this room is in their late 20s, mid 30s, right? Alex? You're 30-something?
31.
31? Okay, so we're all in our 30s here. So we've all had this opportunity to look back in the monuments of where we grew up. And we've done this. We've done something like this. Either I wish I was that kid in the car, or I was that kid in the car. I remember doing this, and I had the feels. I didn't have the orchestra piece. And I remember getting beat up a lot. A lot.
Been there.
But, it was still there. I had to reflect on those moments.
Not me.
Well, here's the funny thing is that, I moved away from my quote-unquote hometown since I was a military brat. And then I came back after college, and I live back in that hometown that I grew up in. But when I first moved back, it was the strangest thing going back around to all of these places that I used to haunt but now as an adult. And thinking about, when I was 9 or 10 years old and being in those same places is the strangest feeling.
It's surreal for you?
Yeah.
My parents still live in Spokane, and I have to go to visit them every time I go back because they don't always have money to, go camping or whatever. So I'm, sick to death with Spokane. I cannot... It just annoys the shit out of me.
Green Acres is...
Yeah. It's a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there.
Oh, yeah.
And just because it has an Apple store, it does not mean it's getting on with the rest of society, which is why I did not move back.
Riverfront Square Park, or whatever it's called, was awesome. I love the ice rink out there, but...
Aside from the food and going to dive bars, nothing has changed. The fact that none of the people I went to school with are there anymore is what depresses me. A lot of them are dead now.
Yeah. So we're hitting a really important part here. She's outraged. She thinks he's married.
Yeah.
He just wants to say goodbye.
Well, he's revealing the truth about himself. Yeah.
This is the big reveal.
Child, Susan, and I'm not ready for all
P.S.
this.
If you were married, you'd at least have a tan line where your ring was.
That's just great.
You'd have to put it back on.
Well, she's angry because she's been dumped a lot of times, and now she thinks he's patronizing her.
I'm 13 years old.
Oh, and who isn't? You think that there isn't a frightened kid inside of me,
No,
too?
literally.
No, I mean, I really am 13. I went to bed one night, and I was a kid, and when I woke up the next morning, I was a grown-up.
Oh, right.
He does a good job at
Just
explaining this
yesterday, I was
poorly.
a schoolgirl with pigtails. Why are you doing this, Josh?
All right, so show of hands, or I guess, show of hands by voice. Who would actually believe this guy that he was actually 13?
I wouldn't, but I also wouldn't be mad like she was. I think he was crazy and have him talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Because
it's
too much of a stretch.
I would just start asking for reality-based comments, please.
That you're trying to tell me. But we have a very big presentation to give tomorrow, so I'm going to get some sleep.
Aww. Well, she handled that well. He's taking down all his I'm buddies with this guy.
Again, if this doesn't work out, I need to have a job, and I need to keep that job so I don't have to keep living in a crappy, bedbug-infested flophouse, okay?
Right.
This is not about you. Don't make it about you, you asshole.
Those are some really good batteries to just leave the walkie-talkie on all the time.
Ugh.
True.
Yeah, batteries were better in the 80s.
That's
right?
also true.
Movie batteries. You only need one pair.
Oh, is she gonna believe this guy?
No.
Well, from her perspective, her kids have been gone for an entire summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be keeping it together okay, knowing that your kid's been missing that long. But, to be fair, she's been getting letters from Josh and updates, so...
That's the big fantasy in this, is that the police never talked to him.
Huh.
Why didn't
Because
you call the
he would
cops?
not, he as a kid would not have been able to not say, like, yeah, I know where he is after you.
Did he just say that Josh is okay? Did Brian, or whatever, his best friend,
I think he said
Billy...
he thought he was okay.
Billy, okay.
Yeah, he never was leading her on like he knew something. He was playing dumb. Wait a minute, we were just talking about a kid.
First time she's noticed this.
But he's been up there a lot of times.
I know.
That everybody should know who this kid is.
Yeah.
In fact, I almost want to see like a little Stewie Griffin running around up there.
Sea Point Park, New York.
Ugh, I can't watch that anymore.
So what, he just handed out the address.
Yep.
Yeah, to where Zoltar is.
Right.
Yes.
If you can wait until the end of the day, we'll go look for it, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My lunch isn't that long, otherwise I'd do it now.
Showdown.
Thanks.
See you around.
Dude, you were on the bus for like 3 hours. Come in, have some lunch, take a nap or something, and we'll go after work.
That could have been a text message.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Oh, look at this iPad. This is great. It's Penny's.
Yeah,
book.
yeah!
Oh!
Remember Penny from Instructor Gadget?
Yeah.
Inspector
Also,
Gadget?
P.S. I also want the technology. How many of you have actually watched Sailor Moon?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
You know Amy's
Not
little
saying anything.
earring
Yes.
visor thing? I want one of those. I know it's basically,
Like a Google
Bluetooth.
phone.
yeah, it's Google Glasses,
Not
only
glasses,
without
sorry.
looking shitty, you know?
So I want to
That
make
is
a
true.
comment here. Looking.
Darian, I love Darian. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I stomped on. Yeah, you know what? I watched Sailor Moon only because there was nothing better on at 6:30 in the morning.
It took a while for Toonami to build on itself and then eventually become Adult Swim.
It was right next to Bananas and Pajamas,
Yes.
B1 and B2.
Yeah.
But what I want to say about this product right here, so very important, he's walking out of the scene, but on Penny's Superbook thing that they're proposing here, I heard a very interesting fan theory that Inspector Gadget is actually the real... Dr. Claw is the real Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yeah. That's
And they-
on Game Theory,
Yeah.
actually.
And that's why he can never harm... Dr. Claw can never harm Penny. But she tries to kill Inspector Gadget,
Because
the
it's his
robot.
replacement.
Yep.
He just had a horrible, disfiguring accident.
Yeah. And that just turned my world upside down when I saw that.
There are a lot of them. Like how you can increase your chances of winning the Hunger Games. What Portal's companion cube... What is in Portal's companion cube, actually. What's it called? The Binding of Isaac is really about... there's a DuckTales one. How dangerous it is to actually jump in that giant pool of coins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, getting back to the movie, I love the music in this so much.
It is
And
really
it's
good.
just
I
swelling
really
right
like
now.
It tells a story.
Your mom's still not gonna let you back in the house.
You know him? You know Josh?
it. Yeah, I've
Yo.
only been walking in and out of his office ever since the beginning.
Who?
I'm his girlfriend.
Ooh.
Oh!
His reaction is so great.
Wait, was that like, yes, he scored, or wow, you're ugly?
No, it was, you're a sucker, lady.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
You little
great.
shitbag.
Oh, he's 13. They're gonna be jerks before they're nice.
I know, but you think he'd go the other way with it. Did you guys do stuff? Because he didn't tell me.
We did the weird stuff.
You don't ask an adult that question.
No.
I know, but again, he's a kid. He wouldn't expect to get slapped in the face.
You might.
I asked my English teacher that question once. I got in big trouble. That almost looks like the fountain by the Piop Fair there.
Huh.
But it's not.
So this was, out of context, the first scene of this movie that I ever saw.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, you saw this scene
Yep.
the first time you saw this movie?
You
Yep.
toned
Okay.
in.
It was like, so Big was on TV at like a friend's house. My friend's mom was watching it.
Oh.
And I watched like from this point till the very end of the movie. And then when I saw, like my parents rented Big for us all to watch, it got to this point and I was like, oh, it's this movie.
Oh.
I know how the rest of this
Okay.
goes.
That's kind of cool.
Out there kind of looks like a wading pool.
This thing is
All
creepy.
dried up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's got the...
Yeah.
In case you can't tell, she's mimicking fellatio. It's audio media now. It's
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so glad those are quarters and not whipped cream.
Yeah,
Look at that.
he's got the blow-up doll face.
You gotta unplug it for it to work. Yeah, there we go.
and that's kind of the portal back to childhood. It's like, nope, it has to be magic. It can't be real. So it's gotta unplug it.
I like that.
I'm really glad she gets to see this. Otherwise,
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
Ugh, again.
Aim ramp at Zoltar's mouth.
I have seen worse animatronics, but still.
Zoltar says, make your wish. I wish for more wishes.
Yeah.
And the card drops out and he's like, fuck you, no.
I'm not a genie.
I would crack up if that happened, actually.
Ugh. Wish for my freedom, you bastard.
Yeah.
Now, is this the too late moment? No, it's not.
You don't walk out on somebody. You don't just get up and leave and walk out like that.
Why
You
is
don't
he
do
still
that.
bobbing his head? That's so creepy.
I'm really
Is
sorry.
that-
Because he hasn't made his wish yet.
Oh.
It's waiting for him.
I don't know
Oh.
what to say.
If you're still into it when you're 50, maybe.
Oh, it's
She
turned
just
off?
turned it off.
Oh,
Oh. Did she
maybe
make a wish?
Maybe he made the wish.
Outlook not good.
Yeah.
Come back later.
Crap, I gotta go back to Goldenstein now.
Well, hot
I
dog.
didn't listen.
Hot in the city.
Hear you.
My girlfriend is so attractive, she slept with Tom Hanks.
No, why would I know that?
Oh,
Did
there's
she sleep with you? No, but she wanted to.
There's a
I'm getting-
comic by one of my exes that's him going like this. He's sticking a thumb into his chest like he's really proudly. Ellen DeGeneres is so hot. If I was gay, I'd do her. And he's a guy.
Yeah. And so, he was the critic, right?
Yes.
Wow.
So, what are you, 15, 16?
No.
Well, about that.
13. Do the math. Just wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Actually, I was 12 the time we did that.
Just wait 5 more years and we can see each other again. You'll be 30, what, 38, 39,
No,
I'm
she'll be-
18.
33.
33 in 5 years.
Your
She
mom
can make it
won't
work.
be crazy about it, but...
Maybe you could.
Actually, his mom seems like the type that would be fine with it.
It's,
Make a wish.
Are you two in love? How old was he when you met?
Well, Zoltar says it's okay.
$10 says she has a traumatic childhood.
First time. You know what I mean?
Well, he hasn't been through it yet.
This is a sad scene.
Yeah.
Because she's faced with her own loneliness. They're doing construction upstairs, I think.
Putting in all those new lights.
Yeah.
At least they're not fucking or playing Halo. That's more than I can say for my neighbors.
You have a neighbor that loudly plays Halo?
And fucks.
I bet you that these people say, we got these neighbors who just keep making these podcasts and just won't stop.
Well, we've had that complaint before.
Really?
That's why I don't make YouTube videos when I get up in the morning anymore.
Can they hear you video recording?
Yeah,
Oh man, you gotta get a quieter camera, Patrick.
I do.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, there's weird bass coming from somewhere. If I can just nail them one more time, they'll get out of the house. But my
So this is
landlord's like, you have to figure out which room it's coming from so we know who to nail. But the only way to do that is to directly go to their place and, like, listen, and if you get caught doing it, they'll, like, fuck up your room and stuff.
Oh, it's just like living in a dorm over there, geez.
Yeah.
I miss you too.
I love how her mind is just gonna be blown when he actually transforms back into a kid.
You won't even remember me.
I'm assuming that he comes back and visits her? I
I'll
don't know.
remember those
That would be
titties.
really weird.
It'd be realistic though.
Yeah.
If I went through that, I'd want to reconnect.
Yeah, just be like, hey, it's me.
Oh, I see. Older. I thought you meant like next week either.
No.
Hey, it's me, John.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
She
I'm
gave him the
not
friend
touching
kiss.
you again. I know you're 13. I don't want to go to jail.
She loves him. Well, this all started out because he had a crush with some blonde ditz in line at the carnival, and now he had to stab at a real relationship.
You need to date somebody your own
He's
age.
got- well, he's got-
and, like,
he's got
not
bad
punch
skills
above your
now.
weight.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Ugh.
dominate junior high.
Then on to the low-stakes world of high school.
P.S. Looks are no substitute for personality. That blonde was a bitch.
I've got personality.
Yes, you do. You're the best I ever had! I'm totally gonna write about you in my journal, but I won't
I'm
tell
gonna write
anybody.
about you on the bathroom walls on Monday.
Probably. Never gonna
This
forget
is
that
great.
girl.
I love
Oh.
it. Yeah.
She looks up and he's young again. Wow.
He needs to look back. Look back.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that scene from Rachel
I'm glad that she got to
Rising.
see that.
Yes.
Lilith pretends to be an old lady and she hitchhikes.
Hey,
and she's like dropping
I may
off
look
there.
like a kid now, but I'm drinking milk, and in 5
Oh,
years,
yeah.
I'm going
Oh,
to turn into
The
Tom
Nostalgia
Hanks.
Critic
Yeah.
special commercial special covers that,
Yeah.
and it's very unsettling.
Yeah.
They're like, if you could communicate with your younger self, it would not go well.
The response from the mom is hilarious. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, she's got a pumpkin hat.
Hello? Josh? It's me! Josh? Josh! Oh my god!
Yay.
I was a 30-year-old man! I tried to tell you I was a 30-year-old man, but you wouldn't listen! I was not molested!
Is that all that we're gonna get for the reaction
That's
from the mom?
all we're gonna
wow.
So there's a
And the dad never came
really
back.
bizarre Nicole Kidman movie called Birth, where it's the opposite of this, where her husband is dead, and this little boy shows up and says that he's the reincarnation of her husband.
Aw. That's
I'll nurture you, but I'm not gonna touch you.
How did John Lovitz get on top of the featuring list there?
Because he's one of the not ready for primetime players.
Is it in... No, it's not in the... Oh, maybe it is. Is it in the sequence of when they were shown?
I
Maybe,
don't
yeah.
know. No, because we did not see John Lovitz first. We saw the what's his face, the kid.
It's also not alphabetical, because David would go first.
right.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I hope that you did too. This was probably... It's been at least 10, 15 years since I've seen this. So it was a nice trip down memory lane.
Yeah, I hope some of our audience enjoyed it. I just watched it this last weekend, but I wrote I had written a letterbox review of it. It's a very jazzy version of Heart and Soul here.
So how many Zoltars would you give this?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 Zoltars. I would have to agree, 5 out of 5. I like the touching slow moments. Dancing on the piano is a lot of fun. The heartwarming conversation at the end where, the two really had to say goodbye and step into their own lives. It didn't make anybody feel empty that they're just picking up where they left off. How about you two?
I would say 4 out of 5, and I liked it more than I thought I would, because I thought it was going to be about something completely different. I didn't think that there was going to be that love story office thing in it. For some reason, I just thought that it was kind of like a Freaky Friday sort of thing.
Right.
Where, here, let me have fun as an adult, but it wasn't all fun for him. And the funny thing was, the last time we did Land Before Time, and I thought I was going to love revisiting Land Before Time because I loved it as a kid, and I don't like it now. So, I like it way more than Land Before Time.
There you go. I just had a thought with the office romance. How funny would it be if the kid grew up, moves to Seattle, and then was the You Got Mail kid, the guy? Because that's also a Tom Hanks
Wasn't that
movie, isn't
New
it?
York, though?
No, he said he grows up and moves to Seattle. Did You Got Mail take place in Seattle?
It did. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I thought it was just Sleepless in Seattle. That was it.
I thought that was New York,
Yeah, that's
but
what
it
it's
was
called,
like
Sleepless in
cleaned
Seattle.
up New York.
Did I say
You said
You
Got
did say You Got
Yeah.
Mail.
Sleepless in
Same-
Seattle.
It was Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, I believe, same director.
Yeah.
Too,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. So there we go. And Alex.
I'm sorry, but I'm more critical, and this is not my cup of tea. So, one being crappy kind of Hallmark kind of movies, and
Right.
10 being something I would own myself, I'd give it a 2 or a 3. It's cable quality, and it's okay. It's okay.
So it's 2 or 3 out of 5 Zoltars?
It's okay, but it's not something I wouldn't...
Are the Zoltars plugged in?
No.
No? Okay, that's... So
Yeah.
there's a little bit of magic there.
No, it's okay, it's just not great. But it's not terrible, which is saying something, because there's a lot of crap out there these days for rom-coms.
Okay, cool. So this concludes an episode of Shore Leave and Next Generation's First Generation. We'd like you to check out some other great shows on the Two True Freaks network. Pat, you want to give some...
If you like movies, visit Paul Spataro over at Is It Jaws, where he rates movies on the Jaws scale. If you like Star Trek, like we usually talk about, you have a couple of choices. You have Star Trek Monthly Mondays and Listen to the Prophets. Next time on Shore Leave, we will be talking about the movie Willow.
Willow!
We'll see you then, folks.
Have a good one, and actually, have a wonderful day!
Why am I introducing this?
So you're the guest.
So Sasha, what's a Star Trek
Hi,
Next
I'm the
Generation?
guest.
Sasha, what is Star Trek?
We're on shore leave between Season 1 and Season 2, and there's a lot coming on down the line. Seek us out at Next Generation's First Generation at iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. Music credits include Electric Car by Poddington Bear, Broke for Free, As Colorful as Ever. Music heard in this podcast can be found at freemusicarchive.org. Audio engineering by Sascha Schaudies. Chief meme maker and episode cover credit goes to Matthew Kirschner. Logo and graphic art design credit goes to David Clawwitter. And special thanks to Patrick Delmore for working with other podcasts to make sure the good word gets out.
Do you have a podcast that you think people should be listening to? Send us your promos and we'll play them on the show. If you'd like to email the show, you can email us at nextgenfirstgenpod@gmail.com. I've been Patrick Delmore.
And this is Sascha Schaudies. Thank you very much for listening and have a wonderful day.
Good night. Coming November 21st, 2018, Next Generation's First Generation returns to look back 30 years ago to the day with the second season of Star Trek The Next Generation. Patrick and Sascha share their perspectives as children in the 80s in contrast to our older cynical selves. Tropes, social commentary, and shade-throwing is all fair game.
Join Next Generation's First Generation for this watch-along podcast and figure out what the heck is going on as we continue on this 7-year mission. Episodes will be released on the 30th anniversary of the original airing. Find it on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Libsyn, and also explore Season 1 and our Shore Leave movie commentaries while you're at it. Again, that's Next Generation's First Generation at iTunes, Libsyn, Spotify, and Google Play. Next Generation's First Generation.